If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in advanced level where you are solving previous year IIT JEE questions on definite integral. So in this lecture we will be solving from question number 31 to question number 35. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay, in question number 31 it is asked, let f is a function from minus up to 1 to any real number, be a positive, this is domain, this is codomain, positive non-constant and differentiable functions such that this is given f dash x is less than 2fx and f of half is equal to 1, then the value of half to 1 fx dx lies in the which interval. Now this is given to you f dash x equal to 2fx, or you can write it f dash x by fx is equal to 2x. You can take integration both side, or you can use differential equation also, or you can use normal integration. Then also you can do, if you take this one t, then f dash dx will be dt, so it will be dt by t, so it will be ln t, t is your fx. So if you do integration, it is ln fx, it is less than 2x plus 2. Now what is given? Given is f half is equal to 1. So if you put half here, now it is also given f half is equal to 1. So if you put it 1, then it is ln 1, and this is 0 is less than 1 plus c, or c is greater than minus 1. So if I take the lowest value of c, that is minus 1, it can start from anything from minus 1. Because ln fx is less than this, so it will be the, because if you keep on increasing it, so obviously this side will be more there. So ln f will be lowest than this one, the lowest of this one, because c can be anything greater than this. So if it is less than minus 1, it is 2x plus c, you can think that ln fx is less than c, so it will be less than the smallest one. So if I make it less than the smallest one, then it will be less than for any value of c, because c you will put any value which is greater than this minus 1. So if it is smaller than this, then it will be obviously smaller than for all other values of c. That's why I put it minus 1. Now therefore what will be your fx? Fx will be equal to e to the power 2x minus 1. Fx is less than e to the power 2x minus 1. So you can say your fx is less than this one, and fx is in between 0 to this. Why? Because 0 to this, because they are given it is positive. So because it is positive, so your fx will start from 0 to this one, to e to the power 2x minus 1, because fx is e to the power 2x minus 1 less than this. So if you write this one, then you take integration in all three from minus up to half, then you will get this one. So this is already 0, so minus up to half fx will be equal to less than minus up to 1 e to the power 2x minus 1. Now e to the power 2x minus 1, if you integrate, you will get this one as the answer. So obviously now you can find which one is your answer, that is your option D. There are other methods also using differential equation, but I am not going through this one. You remember one method, that is sufficient. You can try it with the differential equation also. Now if you come to question number 32, if a is belongs to real number, the set of all real numbers where a is not equal to minus 1, and limit n tends to infinity, a to the power a, 2 to the power a, dot dot n to the power a, this is given to you, it is 1 by 60, then find the value of a. Now if you write it in general term, it will be r to the power a, where r is belongs to 1 to n, and it is n plus a, and this one you can write it how many na is there, because you are writing n number of such terms, so na is n times. So na you are writing it n times, so total it will be n square a, and this will be 1 plus 2 plus dot 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 up to n. So you know the summation 1 plus 2 plus 3, this is n into n plus 1 by 2. So this is given as 6. Now we can think it of using it definite integral format, but here you can say this one is a polynomial of n, this is also a polynomial of n, because if you expand it, you will get some expression of n. So I know if it is a poly by poly, and if they are asking you limit n tends to infinity, then there is a shortcut we discussed in limit, that is highest coefficient of highest term of n divided by coefficient of highest term. Now what is the coefficient of highest term of summation of r to the power a? You see summation of r. What is summation of r? N into n plus 1 by 2. It is, you see the highest term is n square by 2, which is of n to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Now you see summation r square. Then summation 1 square, 2 square, 3 square. So this is this formula. You see the highest term, it is 2n cube by 6, which is 2 if you cancel out n cube by 3, that is n to the power 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1. You see this one more thing, you know, 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, this is of this formula. So what is the highest term? It is n to the power 4 divided by 4, to the n to the power 3 plus 1 by 3 plus 1. So accordingly, you can now find out what will be the summation r to the power a highest term. It will be n to the power a plus 1 by a plus 1. So the highest term in the numerator, it is n to the power a plus 1 by n plus 1, and this is the denominator portion. What is the highest term here? N to the power a minus 1. So it is n to the power a minus 1. You can think in the denominator it is n to the power a minus 1, and here highest term will be n square. N square into here coefficient is 1 m plus half. So total a by n power will be n to the power a plus 1. and numerator also it is n to the power a plus 1, and denominator also it is n to the power a plus 1. So it get cancelled out. So you remain with the coefficient. Here coefficient is 1 by a plus 1. Here coefficient is 1 and here coefficient is a plus 1. Now this is given 60. So if you open it, you will find the value of a is equal to minus 7 and minus 17 by 2. Now both are in the option. Now which one will be the correct? Now you see the a, whether a can be negative or not. You see this expression. You see the first part of the numerator is always going to be positive, because if you put negative also, then it is power. If you put minus 1, that is 1 by n. So as long as your n is positive, so it will be always positive value. So numerator is always positive. You see denominator again, first part is always positive, because if you put negative also, it will be 1 by n plus 1. So it will be positive. But if you see this one, here if you put this one minus, so this term will be heavier, because it is n square by 2. And it is n square into 17 by 2. So minus 17 by 2. So it will be much higher dominant. So this overall factor will get reduced, because this is only half. And this is n square into very big negative you are doing, and it is n square minus plus 2 plus half. So obviously this will have more power, so the output will be negative. But your RHS, it is 1 by 60. So obviously it cannot be minus 17 by 2. Therefore A should be equal to 7. That is your option B. 32 we have already explained in indefinite integral. 33. Now if you come to 34, what is asked? 0 to pi, this one is asked. Okay. I think you can find this one. This is if you open it, 2 sine square, then this will be 2 sine x by 2 whole square minus 2 into 2 sine x by 2. So it is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So if you open it, it is a minus b whole square. And because root is there, meaning of root is we always take positive. So how to indicate this one in case of integration? Because you always take root as a positive. So that's why you will put a mod of this one. You think it like it is a mod function, because in this limit some portion it will be positive, some portion it is negative. But because they have given it root, I have to take only the positive. That's why I am considering mod. So you consider that like a mod here, and you try to integrate. Now you know when this will be negative. So if you see when it is 0, when it is greater than 0 or less than 0. So if x is equal to 60 degree, then it is 0. So if you go beyond 60, because 60 degree is half, if you go more than 60, then this will be positive always. And if you come less than 60, it will be negative, because then the values will be less than half. This value will be less than 1. 2 into half, less than half will be less than 1. So from 0 to 60, it will give you negative. But to make it positive, you need one more minus. So if I remove this mod, I will put one more minus. So it will be 1 minus this. And pi by 3 to 60, it will be this. Because here you can say it can be a, this can be b. Because it is a minus b or b minus whole square, both are same. But you are taking root, that means we will always take positives. That's why less than 60 it will take 1 minus this one, so that it remains positive. For greater than 60 you will take this one, because here now this is greater than 1. Now it is easy. Now if you integrate, you will find your answer is minus pi by 3. That becomes easy. A simple integration. What is given? F is a function from a to b to 1 to infinity. So this is your codomain, this is codomain, this is your domain. Be continuous function. Let g is any function from r to r. So gx is defined like this: 0 is a to x ft, a to b ft dt. They are asking why fx is continuous differentiable. They are asking. So for continuity, we will check left hand limit, right hand limit. At a and b both we will check, because options are there in a, b both. So what we will do first? A minus. The limit LHL, limit x tends to a, minus means less than a. It's slightly lower side in a. So we will take 0 as a function. So its limit will be 0. This one. And LHL, that is a 1 plus, we will use this one. So a to a ft dt. So a to a ft dt, this will also be 0. So both left hand limit, right hand limit at a, it is equal. So therefore it is continuous at a. B, similarly b minus, you will be using this one. So it will be a to b ft. And b plus, you will be using this one. This is already a to b ft. So both are again equal. So it is continuous at ab. That is for sure. Okay, now you check left hand derivative and right hand derivative, because they are asking differentiability also. So what will be left hand derivative? If left hand limit a minus, you will be using this one 0. So differentiation will be also 0. And right hand derivative differentiation of this one, I think you can do this differentiation using Leibniz. So instead of t, you will put the upper limit, it is fx, then differentiation of x, that is 1. So if you put it at a, it will be fa plus. Now what will be fa plus? Because your function output is always starts from 1. So your fa plus, if you are putting a, then it is anything less than a, it is 0. it is fx. So if you put here f a plus, you see f a plus is greater than, always starts from 1 1. So both are not equal. This is 0, this is greater than 1. So obviously it is not differentiable at D. Similarly at B, b minus you will be using this one, a to b ft dt. B minus left hand derivative. First you differentiate it. Again if you differentiate it is fx. So if you put b minus, so something of b minus if you put in f, so it will be starting from 1, some value which is greater than 1. And here if in b plus you will be using this one, but it is always fixed. If you do differentiation of this one, it will be 0 because it will give you only area, no variable is there. A to b means output will be only area. So differentiation of that area will be always 0 because it is constant. So again it is not differentiable at AB. So you can say it is not differentiable at AB but continuous at AB. So it is option 1 and C, A and C. Continuous but not differentiable at A, continuous but not differentiable at B. So both A and C are correct. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.